like to prove that, like for real, she came to my house. First of all, I don't even know how she even got my address. I never gave this woman my address. I used to just come over her house and do what I need to do and leave. You understand what I'm saying?
A man will embarrass you, honey. He's gonna say the worst things about you. Because, yes, that's what I mean. Damn, he said the worst stuff about me. I am stalking him. He never told me where he lived. We wasn't in a relationship. He said I was just a little buzz down. He would come over here and have his way with it. He said, yeah, I go over there and I just do what I need to do. What?
Alright, what's up with it, y'all? So look, I'm back again with another video right now. Listen, this is a situation that I have seen myself personally floating around on TikTok. I've been on TikTok more than I usually would be. So yeah, y'all go over there and add me. I told y'all I was going to be active on my social medias, and I've been kind of doing that. I haven't posted much, but I'm about to start. But anyway, it go, man. Y'all add all my social medias: Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, second and third YouTube channel. Everything will be in the comment section if y'all want to add those. If you don't want to, I'm not doing no tripping. But to those who want to stay locked in with me outside of YouTube, everything will be down there in the comment section. Or you can just type my name in, Carlos King, on different platforms, and I should pop up. But yeah, basically I have seen people talking about it, but I haven't seen the actual alleged victim speak on the whole situation. So now I have got to the source. I downloaded some videos and came straight to y'all with them. So we're gonna watch them and see what's going on with this whole situation. Now, from what I've been seeing, it's basically a guy by the name of Isaac Moore. He has a company called Isaac and Moore. Basically, he's a designer out of the Houston area, if I'm not mistaken. And people have been just basically saying that he was wrong for what he did to the young lady. You know, I'm for to watch her story time and give y'all my full breakdown on everything, how I feel about it. But I just want to say, when in situations like this, it's kind of hard to point a finger at somebody when we really don't know exactly what the hell took place. Now, I'm not saying she's a liar. I'm not saying that he's a liar. I'm not saying nobody did anything or didn't do anything. I'm just simply saying we don't know until we just get the facts of the whole situation. But I do want to say there's no excuse to be putting your hands on nobody, especially a woman. That shit lame. It ain't no excuse for it at all, unless your life is in danger, in my personal opinion. But look, we're finna go ahead and jump into this whole situation and see what the hell is going on. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you're a supporter of the channel. And yeah, man, leave a comment or something here and there. That way y'all can stay locked in with the channel and y'all can receive notifications when I post videos. Y'all say y'all don't see some of the videos sometimes. It's because you're not subscribed or you're not hitting the like button or leaving a comment here and there. Also, if you want to jump in on this sweepstakes for the 2026 Chevy Trax that I'm giving away December 31st, New Year's Eve, the link is in the comment section. Y'all can jump down there, click that link, jump in if y'all want to. If you don't want to, that's on you. But somebody will be going into 2026 with a 2026 vehicle. Other than that, I didn't say what I had to say. And I dropped a vlog about it too. If you want to go check that vlog out, all that's going to be in the comment section as well. Or you can just go to my last video and you'll see it. But let's jump into it and see what's going on. Let's go.
This is really different for me, but today I take my power back. I know that in keeping secrets, abusers remain strong and confident. And this is not something that I'm very comfortable with sharing, but I've been focused on my content journey and posting 2 and 3 times a day, and I didn't want to stop my flow. I've been transparent and presenting my authentic self, and so today is no different. Yesterday, November 7th, 2025, Isaac Moore,
this fresh,
known fashion designer. His brand is Isaac N. Moore. He assaulted me yesterday. He and I have been in a relationship the past year, and had a confrontation yesterday that I did not calculate any violence being the outcome. And look at my face. So story time, I guess. So we have not had the smoothest relationship. We've been knowing each other since we were 19 years old. We dated in our 30s for a couple years and rekindled last November. And I'm rekindling with a man who I feel very proud of. I know him when he was homeless. I knew him when his ideas were just a dream. He specialized in these box experiences, and I was with him when that was just a concept in his mind. And to see him become successful and to have a box experience with every A-list celebrity you can think of. Just made me feel proud as a friend. And when we reconnected, he was already in the middle of some scandal, some scandal. And I was being open and understanding with him, knowing that he has pending charges and is a public disgrace. People hate him because he has scammed people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was, being patient with him as he went through his trials. And yesterday things came to a boiling head. I went to his house to talk with him, unannounced, as he comes to my house, unannounced, frequently. And lo and behold, there was a woman there, and I guess that set him off because he came out immediately, pushing and shoving and trying to me in the face. He body slammed me twice, stomped on my sunglasses, threw my wig, and Isaac Moore of Isaac and Moore is an abuser. I called the police, I made a police report, and the best thing I did, which led me to being confident enough to make this video, is that I posted on Instagram what happened to some of his followers, and these people flooded my inbox with information and encouragement. One of those people was his child's mother, who informed me that, yes, of course, he beats women. He beat her, straight in the stomach while she was 9 months pregnant. I had no idea. As I mentioned, I've been knowing him a very long time. I never assumed him to be any kind of abuser. And it definitely never violent. So I'm really just taking my power back. I'm going to say that I'm shocked. I'm going to say that I'm traumatized. But I feel also like I've learned my lesson. Don't deal with scammers and people who have questionable character, among other red flags, like him having a baby on the way while we were together. So I take accountability for not reacting to the red flags with urgency, but no woman deserves to look like this. No woman deserves to be beat like this. So I'm not going to hide it. His name is Isaac Moore of Isaac and Moore. He's a purse designer and he beats women.
That's cuz. Yeah.
I don't keep secrets for abusers. Isaac and Moore, brand by Isaac Moore of Houston, Texas, assaulted me yesterday. He assaulted me yesterday. He was my boyfriend for the past year and he beats women. It is 6 o'clock in the morning and I opened my TikTok. I was not intending to be a viral moment, honestly. I just was posting my videos, being consistent with my own personal goals and being defiant in achieving my own personal goals. Telling myself I'm not going to let a man stop me or get me off my note or get me down, because that has been my experience. A man bring me down when I'm riding a high frequency. So for y'all to pour out so much encouragement and support me, strangers are supporting me and defending me and believing me, I'm so thankful. I thank you. I'm so thankful. So I see a lot of people commenting, why am I posting these videos about this? Why didn't I go to the police? And I went to the police.
People do that every time.
I called the police on the spot and I waited for them to get there and I pushed and let them know I want to press charges. The Manville Police Department took a report and let me know that they would have to send that report to whomever to finalize the charges. I followed up with the officer the day after the incident, the day I posted the video, to see what's up with my case. He let me know that it would not be immediate. It would be something that would happen in a few weeks. Or even months.
Hold on. So a situation like this right here, she in Texas, I'm in Texas. They don't play. I'm surprised he didn't go straight to it's some shit in the game somewhere, because he's supposed to go to jail immediately. They don't give a damn about nothing. If you've been to jail in Texas for some shit like this, or if you know somebody who done went to jail for something like this, something had to happen for him not to go to jail. Anyway it go, he should not be putting his hands on her regardless of whatever the situation may be, if his life wasn't in danger. That's just how I feel. I'm gonna stand on it. You know, I don't really rock with people that's putting their hands on anybody. Really, you should. Even if you're a woman, you should be putting your hands on nobody. Vice versa. Especially if you're a man, though, or proclaim to be one. But yeah, being in Texas, bro, they don't play. So I wonder what the hell stopping him from going to jail? Like, it's something, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. Matter of fact, well, she's saying something else. I don't want to click off and go look for more stuff right now. Let's finish this and then I'm gonna go try to find some more shit in a second. But hold on, it's kind of weird. Let's get back into it.
And I'm seeing this case all the way through. I want to get legal representation and find a good lawyer. I will say that I didn't like how the police handled me either. They were being jovial and smiling with Isaac while I was traumatized. So I want to complain about that too.
So I'm like,
Texas?
Okay, so you got the truck and didn't say nothing. And his other cars weren't there, so when I pulled up, I was a little disturbed, like, what's going on here? Like, I don't see his other cars. He had a Corvette and a Suburban, and I didn't see those, and I just saw it Escalade, and I know he had ghosted me all that week. I hadn't heard from him all that week. So my intention when I went to his house was to amicably resolve it in my relationship, but I wanted to do it in a way that left the door open for like a genuine friendship, because I was like, okay, we don't match as a couple, we don't communicate the same way, our lifestyles don't match, you're inconsistent, I really would like to like end this with you.
She went to a
But I wanted to do it in person, because we broke it up in the past, but you know, it would be like a heated breakup, breaking up over the phone and hanging up in the face and, you know, didn't talk for a couple of days, that type of breakup. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have like a real end, like in my soul I knew I was done. So I went over to talk to him in person, and this man came out acting like I was a stranger, and there was a whole other woman there. So the whole time we didn't have a relationship.
Shit. Oh.
But he was abused with his ex. I don't know what that means. How are you here? My wounds, they're oozing still. Do you have a court case coming up? I have the case. So what I did was, y'all, I filed a police report on the spot. He told the police that I was trespassing, and that he never gave me his address, and that we wasn't even in a relationship, like, you know, on me. So the police charged me with, they came to me asking me to prove that he had gave me his address. I'm like, prove it how? What? How to prove that he gave me his address? When I came over there, he sent a car for me. A black car picked me up. I don't understand. So anyway, I didn't let the man ask me that. I didn't, like, why are you making me show evidence right here? My face is leaking. They make it, and so anyways, that, him treating me that way, like, that's the last video I want to make. I want to make a video proving that I had a relationship with him. And then in his video that he posted on Instagram, Isaac Moore made a video about me on his Instagram, an 8-minute video. And in that video, he said, man, we've been done with a long time ago,
Hold up. Now, I told y'all there was something weird about it, boy. I'm telling you now. I just know how Texas laws work when it comes to certain shit. He was supposed to go to jail instantly. But with her coming to his house, I guess, you know, when you do certain things like that, it does make things difficult because you're at someone else's home. And I'm guessing that he had some type of proof to show or something. It's something to this shit. I don't get it. But I do want to say, it's still no excuse to put your hands on him. Real talk. I just can't lie. It ain't no excuse, bro. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it's a crazy situation. But I'm gonna see if I can find his video that she's talking about to see what he has to say. Because y'all already know over here on my channel, I like to give both sides of everything. Because a lot of people do run with one side without knowing the other. Now, I'm still rocking with her. I'm still saying this shit should not have ever happened at all, especially with you being a man or whatever the case may be. But damn, when you go to someone's house, you kind of open yourself up to whatever the hell happens to you. Especially down here in Texas, our laws are a little bit different than the other places. But look, let me go see what I can find. Try to throw this shit together for us so we can see what the hell going on. And I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. So look, man, I'm back again with the rest of what's going on with this whole situation. So I have found his video pertaining to the situation, but I found it on someone else's channel. Her name is Summer's Room. Y'all can go over there and follow her, show her some love and things like that. I couldn't find it nowhere else but on there. So she got an exclusive on her hands, you feel me? But basically, I did see a video of him in his garage, and I'm guessing that was her. So whatever the case may be took place right there. Now, I didn't see him like coming at her, but I'm pretty sure the young lady who has it on her channel, if she has the video, probably can't post certain stuff because of how YouTube moving. But basically, you know, we're finna see what he has to say about this whole situation, because I do have a video about him, and I also found the video of him allegedly scamming people or something pertaining to that whole situation too, and I threw that in here as well. So we're finna watch these videos and see what the hell going on so we can dissect it, and we're gonna talk about it. Anywhere it go though, I'm gonna say this multiple times. He shouldn't have put his hands on him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know he probably know he was wrong for that, but that's if that even happened, because we really just don't know. But yeah, man, you know, it's best to kind of peep the whole play when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion. But let's go ahead and see what's up. Let's go.
I really don't understand it. Yes, I called the police. I made a police report, and baby, I'm following that police. Never trust a man. Listen here. My friend was telling me, she said, one thing a man will do is embarrass you. A man will embarrass you, honey. He's going to say the worst things about you. Because, yes, that's what I mean. Damn, he said the worst stuff about me. I am stalking him. He never told me where he lived. We wasn't in a relationship. He said I was just a little buzzed down. He would come over here and have his way with it. He said, yeah, I go over there and I just do what I need to do. What? Yeah, like, and you could be cheating, that's fine, but you ain't gotta beat me up. You ain't got to do this to my face. This is a bit much. Yeah, he turned off his comments, but I want to make he narcissistic as, because when I tell you, so let me tell y'all, so this is what I learned today. So the woman, so about a week ago, he was calling me, telling me about this truck that he was going to get me, an Escalade. There was this truck he was going to get me, and then I was like, when you going? He's like, I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to surprise you. So that was, I think, last Monday. And he called me and said something happened where he couldn't get the truck, but he was going to try to do by the end of the week. So when I went to his house, there was an Escalade. So where he went, he don't want her to know that he been with me this whole time. Because as of last Saturday, we had an actual date plan. Last Saturday, had an actual date plan. So, and then as of like October 31st, he was sending me money to get my nails done and shit like that. So, that's the last bit I want.
I've never been the type that go online for nothing. Even from all my other allegations and everything like that scam shit. Like, I let that shit pass by and go, be on the news and stuff like that. Let the blogs pick me up and talk, whatever, because I know that shit is not real at all. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna share that story too. But to be labeled as a woman beater, y'all got me up. Y'all gotta understand, man, there's some real stalkers and some real fatal attraction and some real people that love people too damn much. For real. And this is one of them. And to be labeled as a woman beater, that I put my hands on this woman and cause all this kind of shit going on. This shit is some weird ass shit going on. And listen, it's easy to clip and make more than what it is, and that's what's going on right now. So let me tell y'all what really happened. Then I'm gonna have the videos, like, to prove that, like, for real, she came to my house. First of all, I don't even know how she even got my address. I never gave this woman my address. I used to just come over to her house and do what I need to do and leave. You understand what I'm saying? And I got tired of that shit because I started growing up as a man, and I didn't want to do all that kind of shit no more. You understand what I'm saying? So she came to my house way later, because I stopped talking to this woman. And she felt some type of way. So she came to my house at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Now, that I can understand. Now, I don't know. I can't say that this man ain't let her come to that house now. I can't say that, you feel me? But I can't say he did either. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, like, you know, like being done with someone, I think you should kind of, you know, get the hint when somebody just leaves you alone out the blue. You know what I'm saying? She admitted herself that he quit talking to her. She wanted to go over there and kind of, you know, she said she want to go over there and, you know, end it the right way. But, you know, I'm going to keep it real. Some curiosity was in there. She wanted to get to the bottom line of certain shit. And, I mean, you can't do nothing but respect it if you're in a real deal relationship with someone. But sometimes you got to make sure that you ain't the only one in the relationship. You can be thinking that you're in a full-fledged situation with someone and they don't even see you like that. And you can make yourself look like a fool at the end of the day. Make sure the shit is reciprocated all the way 100%. Real shit. Because I done seen a lot of people trip out about somebody who wasn't even into them like that. But, you know, people be playing games with people's emotions behind closed doors and shit. So it make people lash out. But when somebody want to be left alone, just leave them alone. That's just how I feel. No matter what they done did to your ass behind closed doors. And I know it's easier said than done. But you just got to understand sometimes to just leave it where it's at, you know. But hey, it is what it is. I digress. People going to do what they want to do. And who am I to say, you know what I'm saying, what you should do in your situation? Because can't nobody tell you how to respond when you feel a certain way about some shit. But I don't think it was a smart idea to pop up at his house, especially if you weren't invited. Let's get back into it.
On my door. Knocked on my door. You see what I'm saying? Knocked on my door. I didn't answer my door, so I went out through the garage. I went out to the garage.
He was in the garage. I seen that.
And I talked to her very calmly. I said, "How the you know where I stay at?" That's the first thing I said. How you really know where I stay? I made sure not to let you know where I stay. And she said what she said and all that kind of shit like that. So I was on one side. I was on the other side of talking to her. So I came to her side. No aggression. Listen, I've never been a type of man. I'm a very smooth dude. I've never been a type of person to put my hands. I got a beautiful daughter and everything. Like, I love women, and all my females that I ever been with in my life, I never put my hands on them. So stop being weird. Stop trying to believe everything y'all hear and all this clipping shit going on. This is the real. Like, for real, I've never been the type of person to go on the internet and just do this. But I got to, because my name is getting slandered and dragged to the, it's just weird and it's crazy. So, she came to my house, unannounced. I don't even know how she even got to, I don't even know how she even know where I stay. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know that. To this day, I don't even know that. But she did. She found it. Her creepy ass found it. I came through my garage. And I said, you know where I stay. So she started telling me what she needed to tell me and all that kind of shit like that. And I came to the other side of her. Talked to her again. Then I just left. Went into my garage. And she came to my house, my circumference, my domain, my everything. She came to me. You understand what I'm saying? She put it like we live together, we've been together for 2 years and all this dumb ass. Like, come on, stop with this cat going on. Like, come on, stop. I went back into my garage. And as my garage door started going down, her big ass, gorilla ass, big bird ass hands stopped my garage and lifted back up and went to my garage. At that point, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask y'all a question. If anybody come to your house unannounced, and you never gave them an address or nothing, and they came to your house to start shit with you because they feeling a certain type of way, you have the right not just to hit that mother, to that mother.
Oh man,
that's not what I'm saying. And I ain't do none of that.
Hey,
now,
like I said, Texas laws are a little bit different now. It's got to be certain shit that, you know, has to lead up to certain things for you just to take a life. But you got to be clear about certain things with certain people too. Even though you can do what you want to do with your life, sometimes you just got to break it down to a person. If they can't understand from there, then, you know, it is what it is. But I also believe that you should understand that if nobody is reaching out or talking to you, then you just got to take what comes with it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you know, I didn't know that this was going on. Like I said, I like to hear both sides of the story. Now, I don't know how true. Now, I would actually have to hear him say this on the video for me just to 100% believe it. Because, you know, could be put on a little old finesse for the woman that he really with. You know what I'm saying? Probably put on the show. You know, I'm not saying it's true though. Don't get me wrong. And I know cuz don't be mad at me, but I gotta keep it real. I'm different. I'm gonna keep it 100. I just got to. But yeah, man, shit. You know, you really just don't know until you just in their situation. So it's really his word against hers on certain things. But at the end of the day, you did wrong for putting hands on her. You did wrong if she didn't put her hands on you. But you know, we don't know what she was trying to do, what happened, or anything like that. But if it wasn't no like immediate threat, then nah, that ain't what's up. But that's why he ain't in jail. That's why they taking the time to investigate. That's why things are going a certain way. But yeah, clear communication can get a lot of shit taken care of. But at the same time, you don't owe nobody shit too. You know, but like they say, you can't play with nobody's emotions. But who's to say what you're doing to somebody? Because somebody can feel that you playing with their emotions and you really just doing what the fuck you want to do with your life. You know. Let's get back into it though.
Oh, weird believing that shit. But I get it though. I get it. I get it. We live in a very sensitive society, and we living in a very internet society that anything could just be like presenting us some type of way, and you guys can believe it and shit like that. But that's not true. Now I'm about to start really being vocal and talking not just about this bullshit because this shit will be over, but in more shit. But if anybody come to y'all house unannounced, despite if you used to deal with them or not, they come to your house, you have the right to protect yourself. Being a man and a woman and all this kind of shit, she came to my house for what? Not to show you emails. The reason why I got emails because that is blocked. Excuse me for dirty. But man, I'm really upset right now. She's not a fucking, you know, I don't know, man. Like, just excuse my French. I don't even talk like that. But at the end of the day, it's just like, this shit can't go unsaid. Like, I can't just not say nothing towards this. All the other shit, all the allegations of my business and stuff like that, and he's a scam, he took $600,000. Y'all wish I took that. Y'all wanted to be a part of my life. My life was lit. My life still lit. I just don't show it. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, everybody that y'all want to be a part of my life. Y'all want to be on a trips with me, doing what I'm doing. Again, back in y'all feelings, y'all gonna do some shit like that. And look, and check this out. And for that scam allegation shit, why y'all love taking that shit to the internet? Why y'all just file a lawsuit? Why y'all even do all that shit? Y'all trying to make it more than what it is, man. Like, for real. Y'all trying to make it more than what it is instead of just being what it is. Anyway, look, yeah, I'm about to start dropping these bombs right now. It's time.
KPRC2, Houston's home for news.
Some new developments in a story we brought you last night at 10 o'clock only on 2. The luxury handbag designer accused of scamming customers out of thousands of dollars was in court today. 2 of his alleged victims were also there with a stern message for Isaac Moore. KPRC2's Andy Sirota picks up the story live in our newsroom. Andy?
Lisa, Daniela, Isaac Moore's case was reset, so he did not go before a judge. Tonight, 2 people who said they invested in his company, claiming that Moore defrauded them, are now demanding accountability. Luxury handbag designer Isaac Moore, also known as Isaaca, sat outside a Harris County criminal courtroom Tuesday morning waiting to go before a judge. Also in the hallway, just a few feet away from him, 2 of Moore's alleged victims, investors who claim he deceived them out of tens of thousands of dollars, promising partnerships but never delivering.
We're not going away. This isn't going away, and we want to make people aware of what has happened to us to prevent this from happening to somebody else.
Chrissy Barker says she and her husband invested more than $20,000 in the brand, thinking the return on their investment would help them grow their pizza business. Barker is not alone.
I'm like, okay, well, this is an opportunity to be a part of something great.
Joseph Mitchell says he signed an agreement with Moore guaranteeing him a 20% stake in his company and repayment of the $40,000 he invested.
I basically took that leap of faith, and I was taken advantage of.
Barker says she's connected with more than a dozen people who claim they collectively forked over more than $600,000 to the designer. Another one of his victims, according to court records, claims Moore stopped answering phone calls and has failed to return any of the money and honor the contract. She's now out $20,000.
You have a product that's sellable. You have a product that people are seeking. Why is it so difficult to just do what's right?
Moore is expected to be back in court to go before a judge on July 27th. We reached out to his attorney for a statement and are awaiting a response tonight.
Well, that's the end of that whole situation, man. You know, I will probably come back with another update. I'm pretty sure she not through with his ass and he not through with her too. So we'll talk about that at a later time. I just simply want to say that if you're in a situation with somebody and they want to be done, just let them be done. A lot of things that you are trying to figure out and need closure for, you really don't even need it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just feel like, you know, this situation right here could have been avoided in so many different ways on both sides. But at the end of the day, he's more at fault for putting his hands on her if he did that. But, you know, people say don't play with people's emotions and things like that. But at the end of the day, you got to realize people can do whatever the hell they want to do to move on with their life. They don't have to explain shit. They don't have to tell you nothing. They can just do what they want to do. If they want to be done, they can be done, and you can't force them legally. Now, morally, you should do the right thing. You shouldn't leave people alone and stuff like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, the law is the law, and people can do whatever the hell they want to do, how they want to do it. But putting your hands on somebody is some of the lamest shit that you can do. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions on the whole situation. We're going to talk about everything in the comment section. Now, I know somebody ain't going to like what I had to say. I don't give a damn. I got to keep it all the way real. Ain't no point in lying and sugarcoating shit. It is what it is. I'll holler at y'all in the comments, though. All right.